Welcome all respected friends. Happy Deepavali, Festival of Lights. Congratulations that you are able to make it to the morning evening classes every day where we are studying our Shastras. Lokasevaka, Dharmastavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mokshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Samskrita Bhasha Jnata. And such Vyaktitvas we have to focus consciously to develop in us, taking the help of the Shastras, help of Gurus, help of Devatas, help of Jagannatha, help of the Ishvara and Parabrahma Tattva. How the whole thing is very clear. We have to be only become more and more clear in these things. Friends, today being Deepavali, we'll just chant the Jyotir mantra because the festival of lights. Antarjyotihi Bahirjyotihi Jyotish Jyoti Paratmanaha Antarjyotihi Bahirjyotihi Pratyak Jyotif Paratparaha Jyotish Jyotif Param Jyotihi Atma Jyotihi Shivosmyaham. Everywhere there is only light in and out, and that light is me. Meaning of this mantra. Friends, Shwethashwathara Upanishad, great, very large, expanded Sambandha Bhashya. Then, first chapter, each mantra is in so details our Bhashyakara explaining the meaning of every mantra. 11th mantra, we are seeing almost. We are towards the end of it. In that 11th mantra, the two paths of Sadhyon Krama Mukti are indicated. Then, if one understands and gets convinced about the Sadhya Mukti, what sadhanas to be done? Five beautiful steps are told, followed by five or four shlokas from sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita to give us a complete picture regarding the Adhyatmic sadhana. Such a wonderful topic it is. We started seeing it yesterday. More clearly, we'll try to understand today completely. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana, and before that, today's common sense thought. So simple, two of them. One is what? Regarding the festivals only. So, when there is a festival, we remember the God. So, whenever we remember the God, that is the festival. When there is a festival, we make everything Shuchi Shubhra, outside and inside also. So therefore, whenever it is Shuchi and Shubhra, neat and clean, pure outside and inside, that is the real Tyohar. So whenever there is festival, we make wonderful Naivedya unto the Lord. So whenever we make Naivedya unto the Lord, that is a festival. Whenever there is festival, we are in a happy mode, contented mode, mood of fulfillment, mood of faith in the Lord and His protection. So whenever that way we are in that faith of Lord protecting us, in that mood of devotion, whenever we are in the contented mood, happy mood, that itself is festival. On festival day, all these things should start and not end. Continue every day. Then every day we are celebrating festival, and a human being can celebrate every day of his life like this with so much of work hard, service to the world, forgiving all, loving all. These are all festivals. Human being with his effort every day can do. Instead of that, for any of the reasons, if the life is full of boring, if the life is full of regrets and guilts, frustrations and disappointments, we are going wrong in living the life itself. So the clarity has not come to us. So study the life and study the life and see that there is every day there is Deepavali. Every day there is Vijayadashami. Every day there is Janmashtami. Every day there is Ramanavami. Every day there is Shivaratri. That can be done. That's how one has to plan. You can see the great saints and sages, Mahatmas, whatever is there as prarabdha to their upadhis, whatever the situation outside around, they are always in that festive mood. They are always in that parva mood because they have discovered the reason for it. They have discovered the ultimate for it. Ultimate thing which creates that festivity inside. We also should aim at that. And then that fervor of festival as per our tradition, culture. So today's world of people are very tired, very lazy, very exhausted and energyless for various exhaustions happening of the faculties and their strengths for so many involvements along with lack of good food for the body, lack of pranayama for the pranamaya kosha, lack of exercises etc yoga adi for the body again, and lack of the devotional practices, devotional knowledges at the mind intellect level. So again recouping all of them, rejuvenating all of them, each and every one of us should celebrate festival in a huge big way traditionally. So that getting at 4 o'clock, taking that bath and all, Mangala Arati Puja, isn't it? We have to restart. One unfortunate thing is next generation, how much we are passing on this legacy, this beautiful festival celebration. It has to be focus of attention. It's good if government does. It's good if educational system में ये सारे involve होते हैं. If they can't do what to do, we are anyway at home. We can do it. Every Hindu Sanatana Dharma family should celebrate every festival fully well. Pakka. All that lethargy, laziness should be thrown away and fully bring all faculties into function. Celebrate festivals beautifully well. So the Krishna Puja today, the Lakshmi Puja today, wonderful Naivedyams made for the mother and the Lord. I know the variety of that crackers and all. Okay, that's all your personal. Shabda is the one which has power to destroy all the evils and also the Prakasha. The Prakasha removes the Andhakara. Shabda makes frightened all Dushta. And that is why today is the sound and light day of festival for us. That's the glory of Hinduism. There's a sound and light day. There's a day for all colors, like the Holi, etc. The beautiful festivals of flying the kites, the Pongal Vagara, Sankranti, Lori. We are something special in those. Nowadays, we are not giving time, but our ancestors have full time only how to celebrate each festival in a best manner. So again, Deepavali wishes and prayers for all that our light is lit with Deepanam Avali every moment. This is what is the thought today. The other one on this very day of Deepavali, let us rethink, let us restart all our sadhanas. The restart button again we can do through some introspection. Again, the introspection level, right from the lowest upadhi level, are we loving and taking care of our sthula shariras health or not properly? That's required for sadhana. Not only it's required for sadhana, at the higher sadhanas when we have to do, if the sharira is not cooperating or diseased, it will be very difficult for the higher sadhana. So keeping that in mind, let us not attach to the deha, but then we have to protect it. Then have we focused? Have we become clear about every of our indriya and its needs and greeds and eliminated the greeds, whatever minimum needs, have we become habitual in providing it that much. So to as it comes to the mana, is our mind brought to calmness, natural quietude? Is that mana full of prema to the Jagat outside, full of bhakti to the Ishvara, expressed through the regularly committed upasanas? We are spiritual people. These all are the ones with which our days have to be spent. For us, there is no realization. Doing all these things every day itself is realization. जो होना है होएगा. We are not in any other type of worry or anxiety. What to do, we know. What to achieve, we know. We are engaged in that. So the mind just loving all, whole universal love. Same mind engaged in that Parama Prema Bhakti to our own Ishtadeva and expressing as that lovely upasanas. You know, हर दिन 1 घंटे का that upasana half an hour, consciously bringing bhakti shraddha there. Then immediately after that only, that 1 or 2 beautiful stotrocharana, 1 or 2 Vedic mantrocharana, 1 or 2 bhajana, 1 kirtana, that 45 hour of good practice of the bhakti, because we are given mana, because in the mana all these capacities are there, and that is so essential to invoke the krupa of that Lord for our life's smoothness, for our removal of obstacles, for our strength and empowerment, for our adhyatmika pragati. बिना भगवान के कृपा का क्या होगा? Yesterday the Indradyumna's prayer to the Lord Jagannatha, after molding him the tree into those 4 forms, when Naraji said, भगवान का स्तुति करो. Today we will see the Pratishtha. Deepavali ke din Jagannatha Pratishtha in our evening Skanda Purana class. How wonderfully he has done that stuti. So, let us no more be vague now. It's a time for our crystal clear understanding of everything. Why still those cobwebs? Why still those vaguenesses? Why that fogginess in our understanding as well as in our day schedule of activities? Now time has come. Pakka we know that 40 minutes morning, 20 minutes evening are beautiful upasanas. Pakka, and adding love every day, adding fervor every day, adding more devotion, more perfection in doing. है कि नहीं? करें ना क्या उपाधियों से? देखो, in all the old stories we see, this bhakta has done bhajana or kirtana or upasana or dhyana or japa, भगवान प्रकट हो गए. See, if it's possible to them, possible to all, possible to all, possible to us. So let us feel that. कि with my these bhakti sadhanas, may Bhagwan become prakata. है ना? May I have his darshana. See that how much the tadap in the इंद्रद्युम्न yesterday, ये भगवान मुझे इन चर्म चक्षुओं से दर्शन दो, चर्म चक्षुओं से दर्शन दो. तो भगवान is given him darshana. In the dream, not the charma chakshu, because Bhagavan is hiding. He will be only in the kastha rupa. But all our upasanas, prayers he will receive, he will bless us. वो तो पक्का है. But his tadap for the darshan. Beautiful, in our dharma, so many bhaktas have had darshan of Bhagavan. They did namaskar to him, had that done the puja to God directly to his feet, touched him, touched by him. So these are all in our mind. Those clarity should be there. Samsara hetu, sadhana hetu, darshana hetu. For all the 3, upasana should be. We are clear in doing. Right? In the same way, how much we have become clear in our sadhya vastu, the Parabrahma Tattva, in our intellect. Then, Brahma vastu is in the Hridaya. He is in the form of Satchit Ananda. And that is experienced when all the upadhis are transcended. And upadhis are transcended by the vicharana of they are drashya, I am the drashta. They are jada, I am the chetana. They are nirantara changing, I am changeless. So with these type of sadhanas, every day making few steps traveled towards the inner self. The pure Adhyatmic sadhana. How much we are clear about, how much we are inspired about, how much every day we are able to take out the time and do these things. Is our day filled with it? It's not that 1 hour we wanted to do, but 10 minutes में ही हम उठ गए because something else called us or we could not sit. It should be other way around. 1 hour के लिए हमने बैठा तो सवा घंटा we should be able to do it because it's spirituality. It is a moksha giving sadhana. So the tattva jnana, tattva dhyana, tattva chintana, है ना, तत्व मनन, तत्व अध्ययन, तत्व श्रवण, all these, is there still doubt in us at the buddhi level about all these things which we are every day studying through our shastras from couple of years? We have to feel. If clarity is there, congrats, thank God, अब ये बातें सारे समझ में नहीं है clarity, you have to feel that regret, guilt, कि I have not applied my capacities myself fully to have this clarity. So today is the Deepavali day. We can rethink, restart. You know, it's right now only when we close the eyes. What is the amount of spashtata, clarity? Ki this is what is my goal. This is what is my sadhana. This is what is my preparation. These are the things I have to involve in. These are the things I have to avoid. This is of my whole day schedule. In its outer activity, more than that, inner. Outer अभी धीरे धीरे हमको कम होना चाहिए. Only inner. है ना? If that spashtata has come to us, we are lucky. See, the many people in this world, by their Guru Upasana, by their Ishvara Upasana, by their Satsanga Shravana, Swadhyayam, they have become very pakka. उनका डे इतना बढ़िया बना हुआ है, मॉर्निंग टिल नाइट, along with taking rest in between for the tiredness, exhaustion, but they're fully engaged systematically in their sadhanas. They have commanded their day, their life for the Adhyatmic sadhana. They are not still like us, maybe. We also might have transcended. They are no more slaves to all the inner and outer happenings. That he is succumbing to their influence and he has no clarity of what to do. ऐसा नहीं है वो लोग, उनको पता होगा, है ना, what to keep at what level. भोजन, how much importance to be given. Nidra, how much importance to be given. Bahya activities, how much importance to be given. The people around, how much value to be given to them. See, they are very clear in it. Moment by moment, they are calculative and response to the world, again from the sadhana standpoint. Doing one's own chosen or given sadhana, pakka systematically. Quantity wise, time wise, more than these two, the quality wise, they are fully in that sadhana. There are many people. If they do that 25 minutes of Rudrabhishekam, that is a fulfillment. When they do that 1 or 2 stotras, Om Namah Shivaya, any Shiva, that's a fulfillment in itself. When they attend any satsanga of the Vedanta, so perfect they are. When they put the book in front and study it, every word, every sentence they digest. When they sit for contemplation, quickly, immediately, the mind is available, intellect is available, like the servants, because he trained himself with Japadi sadhana for a long time in this. Turant, like servants, the mind has come with its Shraddha and Prema, intellect has come with its Shuddhata and Sukshmata. Now use us. The intellect is taken, it's used. Okay. In that Upanishad, the Tattva is spoken like this. So that Tattva is me. Maintaining the mood of the mind or the thoughts in that direction as subtle as possible and even touching that. See, the people, the great sadhakas, they are doing this. They have made swasti to the outer thing long back. Namaskar. So on today's auspicious Deepavali day, let us press that refresh button. Let us just see, is that maturity come to us? Are we becoming responsible for our own sadhana and spiritual unfoldment? How much value, importance we are giving to it? How much careful we are throughout the day in all our इन्वॉल्वमेंट्स. इन शॉर्ट पूरा पक्का फुल कॉन्शियसनेस के साथ क्या हम अपने जिंदगी को स्पिरिचुअल जी रहे हैं कि नहीं, टोटल, है ना, लाइक द बीएसएफ इन द बॉर्डर्स, हाउ फुल्ली अलर्ट देयर देयर बंकर्स में रहते हुए एवरी चप्पा चप्पा को वो लोग छानबीन, दे सो कॉन्शियसली ऑब्जर्व. इवन एक लैंग्वेज में कहा था, इवन चींटी की आवाज को भी लोग पकड़ते, इवन द एंट साउंड, that much alert they are. Even a small cockroach or bichu moving in that grass or even grasshopper, that sound they recognize. Then alert हो जाते, क्या कोई यहाँ से शत्रु आ रहा है क्या. See the amount of alertness. Are we in that amount of alertness throughout the day in pakka doing sadhana? So for that, how much of the negative thinkings, negative habits, fears, worries, anxieties, we have to select and delete, throw away from our life. है ना, हर एक फेस्टिवल में वो होता है, घर में जो जमा हुआ कचरा पूरा है, all that is thrown away. So have we thrown away the lazinesses? Have we thrown away our what is no confidence feelings in us, thus inner weaknesses, मतलब without any reason we just feel weak कि मैं ये नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मेरे से नहीं होता. These are all such a terrible devilish thoughts. Doesn't allow the beautiful possibilities that are in our life, the great abilities that are in us. उन सारे चीज़ों को फेंक देना चाहिए. Always alert, always full of inspiration, always full of clarity, always pakka in doing something or the other related to the sadhana. 100%. This is the greatest gift we give to ourselves. That I know my life, I know what I have to reach, I know what to do every moment with what fervor and inspiration and involvement. And I am involved in it. And whatever the obstacles are thereof, Tamoguna I understood. Now to a great extent I conquered it. Rajoguna I understood. That also I made it quite. I brought my Jivan entire life into the Ekagra Bhumika. There is no Mudata, Kshiptata, Vikshiptata in me. Full Ekagrata. Even my sleep also is Ekagra. My involvement in the outer obligatory works also is full of in Ekagra Bhumi. Not an absent-mindedness of Mudata, nor the Kshiptata, nor the Vikshiptata. Absolute Ekagra. मेरा पूरा जीवन ही एकाग्रमय है. What my legs are moving, hands are moving, my eyes are watching, my ears are listening, my breathing that's going in and out, my even to a subtler level. I am conscious of even my the blood circulating in the body, the physiological functions that are happening in me, the food taken, how it's getting digested. I am aware of it. See that subtlety if you can gain that. So to the mana. Every moment the mana, is it lost in the tamas or is it alert in thinking, planning? Is it engaged in the work at hand? I am aware of it. You know, itna badhiya. All faculties, their functions are pakka done with full awareness. And I also am aware that I am awareness. And I am aware that my goal is to be in the awareness. Further, to get the license, permission, visa, I am clearing of all these conditions or deads of doing my outer upasanas or outer works. मेरे को पता है ये बाहर का सारा पेमेंट्स करने से they will allow me inside. So I am aware that I am doing this seva, this work for clearances. And then I become introverted. Deep. It is the moment I sit in a minute's time only. The sharira, prana, mana, इंद्रिया इसका तादात्म्य से है ना पार होकर in that one moment, like there are some people touch the bed, they sleep, get up quickly, they are on the job. So to sit for the meditation in a minute's time, all the lower upadhis are just left us, we left them. Then the mantra of the Upanishad, the tattva chintana happening. In this way we have to aim at and make our सेल्स लाइक दैट, फुल्ली डेडिकेट ऑन इट. टाइम लगेगा, लेकिन टाइम है किस लिए? लेट अस यूज द टाइम फॉर इट. Let us ensure ourselves we are perfect in all what we have to do, what we have to achieve. Our gurus have sufficiently guided us. We have learned the art of studying Shastra also. Was little more thinking, little more commitment, little more clarity. Thus, every day be ours is celebration of Deepavali because we are touching the light of all lights. अंतर्ज्योति बहिर्ज्योति प्रत्यक ज्योति परात् परः ज्योतिष ज्योति स्वयं ज्योति ज्योतिर्ज्योति स्वयं ज्योति आत्म ज्योति शिवोस्म्यहम. So this is a gift. Let us give to ourselves. And like अगर जैसा उस दिन दिया एग्जाम्पल, पूरे घर में सामान बिखरा हुआ है. How one by one thing you clean and set in their respective place. Our life and our faculties and activities are scattered. And let us bring all of them into proper order. Perfectly, maximum all of them. Intellectual understanding wise, pakka they are. Then the practically we are mastering every day, little by little, each one of them. There is no activity in our life happening without our being aware. And there is no activity other than sadhana we are doing. In the sadhanas, the bahiranga clearing of the deads and all dharma. Sadhana the antaranga, purifying, quietening, integrating, energizing, filling with joy is the inner equipments of Manavadishitankara. Then the Upanishadic guidance to contemplate on the truth. Reaching into that, the truth, touch it, establish it. This is how, like the person for money is clear about his money earning. The other people, whoever are having whatever the ambitions, most of them are very clear about it. They do it, they achieve. So we should also do and achieve with clarity our inner ambition. For that only we are. And such a great fulfillment if we are able to start doing that sadhana. They say there's a fulfillment. आपको भी जरूर होगा, मुझे तो है ही, कि every day we are touching the shastras, through the shastra, touching the truth. It's a great fulfillment. हर दिन दीपावली हो, दशहरा हो, हम अपने शास्त्र को शास्त्र के द्वारा तत्व को हम स्पर्श कर फुलफिलमेंट. In the same way, the inner sadhanas also, if you are able to do, that fulfillment is of such a great value. It cannot be explained in words. Let us cherish that. Let us enjoy that. The deep Gambhira Jnanam about the Brahman as real. The deep Gambhira Jnanam about the Jagat as Mithya. The deep Gambhira Jnanam about the Upadhis also being a part of Jagat, therefore Mithya. About the deep Jnanam, that through the Upadhis I am living a life of Jiva, running behind the world of the things. Deep Jnanam about it. Knowing that this is samsara. Knowing that I, the Jiva, weaning away from the outer world and inner Upadhis, have to discover my identity with my inner subtler self. See, about everything there is Spashtata. We have to have it. Then only we can say that we are really using our human life, all the blessings that are given. May the Shastra Satsanga Guru Krupa, our Prayatnam, help us in this regard. Om 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 Sahana Vavadu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृत वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नैकोऽपि सुधीशरणागतवत्सलतत्त्वनिधे भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरोतु त्वमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यमेकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वදී साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सङ्कल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता शान्तिपूर्ववृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरात् शिवकृष्णादि समस्तमन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक ऐन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य सेवद अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थ वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। Friends, we have done fifth chapter yesterday, concluded. Sixth one, let us do the chanting. First five mantras. Om अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः। ॐ स्वभावमेके कवयो वदन्ति कालं तथान्ये परिमुह्यमानः देवस्यैष महिमा तु लोके येनेदं भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रं येनावृतं नित्यमिदं हि सर्वं ज्ञः कालकारो गुणी सर्वविद्यः तेनेशितं कर्म विवर्ततेह पृथिव्यप्तेजो निलखानि चिन्त्यं तत्कर्म कृत्वा विनिवर्त्य भूयः तत्त्वस्य तत्त्वेन समेत्य योगम् एकेन द्वाभ्यां त्रिभिरष्टभिर्वा कालेन चैवात्मगुणैश्च सूक्ष्मैः आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद्यः तेषामभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति स तत्त्वतोऽन्यः आदिः स संयोगनिमित्तहेतुः परस्त्रिकालादकलोऽपि दृष्टः तं विश्वरूपं भवभूतमीड्यं देवं स्वचित्तस्तमुपास्य पूर्वम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ एकादशो मन्त्रः। ॐ ज्ञात्वा देवं सर्वपाशापहानिः क्षीणैः क्लेशैः जन्ममृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्याभिध्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवलाप्तकामः। Friends, the Sadhyo Mukti, Krama Mukti having told, now if you want the Sadhyo Mukti, here and now the moksha, by knowing the self, sadhanas are given this. In either the case, Sadhya or Krama, the moksha obtained only in the realizing the Brahma Tattva, which is Nirvishesha, Advaya, Eka, Satchit, Ananda Rupa. Nirvishesha, all Visheshas transcended. Advaya, one without second. Eka, one. Nirvishesha, Eka, Advaya or Advitiya, then Ananda. That's called Brahma Sthiti. It's an Anumoti. Brahman is not a Vyakti Vishesha, not a Vastu, not a Jati Dravya Guna Rupadi Man. All of them belong to the Jagat. Param Brahman is an Anubhuti. That Anubhuti is given these nearest explanations or the words that I am. If that Sadyomukti is your choice, see the sadhanas one by one. Yesterday we saw all of them. Once more we'll browse through. Then the Gita shlokas which are quoted by Bhagavan Shankara, we try to feel them also. First of the sadhana, tad hetutvat. Tad hetutvat means because this Brahma Anubhuti gives moksha and you can have it there having gone to the Vishwaishwarya Sthiti, having done lots of upasanas for thousands of lives, or same thing in this very life only you can achieve. The krama ki jaga sadhya mukti. Tad hetutvat. For the sadhya mukti. Even there also, when we go to the Vishwaishwarya Sthiti, there, apart from me, other than me, outside, the world will be there. Like here, we have to give up our any type of attachment, involvement in that. First sadhana is this. Ki tad hetutvat bhakya vishaya parityagena. And how much we have understood this sentence. Yesterday we tried to analyze it. Our drushti becoming bhakya and we are seeing the jagat and we are making it a vishaya, a point of observation to us. More so, vishaya means object of enjoyment also, and I become enjoyer of that. That's called as vishayi. So let me not be a vishayi having value given to anything vishaya. Here bahya means anything other than the Atman. Even Panchakoshas are also bahya. Other than the self, everything is bahya. So feel the meaning of bahya vishaya parityagena. So the bahya vishayas through the indriyas are shabda smarsha rupana sagandha. Bahya vishayas through mana are the variety of emotions towards the world. Bahya vishayas with buddhi are the understandings of it, the beautification of it, glorification of it, the desire to possess it, the ideas to get it. ये सारा बुद्धि का बाह्य विषयत्व इन सबको त्याग के बाह्य विषय परित्यागेन परितः त्याग totally. All of that is mithya, all of that is binding. It's not as real as we think it so. With these knowledges which we have studied in the Shastra with Yukti and all, we have to do the parityaga of Bahya Vishayas. And that common sense should come up at least now. When I have to reach my Antaratma, which is so Sukshma, how can I do the contradictory thing of giving value to the Bahya Vishayas? अंदर का भगवान को जानना है जिस उसके लिए जो बाहर का विषय obstruction है, they are the hindrances. How can we have value for them? So through viveka, vairagya or many or every or any other means, whole vishaya parityaga for bahya has happened. Remember, that is permanently should be done. Before that, during our sadhana kala, we have to do the bahya vishaya parityaga to get hold in the sadhana, on the sadhana. But if you get the hold on sadhana, still the siddhi of antarmukhata and atmanumati will not come because still there is value for the bahya vishayas because of the desires, because of the vasana. Therefore, after getting the hold on the focus on sadhana, much before realizing it, the sadhya vastu, from the vasana up to the kamana level, from the kamana up to our action level, about the bahya vishayas, whatever interest asakti is there, parityag karna. That's Nachiketa. I want nothing other than Atman. That's it. That is inside. Everything other than Atman is outside. Is a bahya vastu. It's delusion. I don't want it. See, on today's Deepavali day, if you can become clear about this sadhana, it's understanding. बाह्य विषय परित्यागेन. आप सोच लो इस शब्द को. हमारा दृष्टि इंद्रियों से बाहर जा ही नहीं रहा, मन के द्वारा बाहर जा ही नहीं रहा. See the contradiction. Have only one antakarana. Either it can be focused in the inner self and dissolve in the experience of the self, or it can focus outside and get lost in the outer world. Most of the time, 99%, we are doing this outer thing only. अभी तक हमको इनर परमात्मा हैव टू अचीव वाला कन्विक्शन हैज नॉट येट कम. You know, that conviction, that strong conviction only makes us antarmukha. And when we are trying to be so, the bahirmukhata will distract us. At that time, through viveka vairagya, by giving a bahya vishaya, our attention from the outer world is withdrawn. Think in how many ways it has to be thought and understood. With what many practices this thing is achieved. The thing to be achieved is bahya vishaya paritya. दिन भर ऐसे मूड में रहकर देखो. अंत सुख अंतराराम अंतर्ज्योति, as it was said earlier in this very mantra's bhashya. Atmarati, Atmartrupta, Atmasantushta, ityadi. So, Bahya Vishya Parityaga we talked about. Second is what? Shrauta Smartha Lakshanam Karma Krutva. We must do whatever the Shrauta Smartha karma that is indicated to us both as a responsible individual as well as a sadhaka. How do they have to be done? Brahmani adhaya vang manah kaya nishpadyam shrauta smartha lakshanam karma kurutva. Brahmani adhaya means two ways. One is Brahman is my goal, nothing else. Therefore, these karmas I am doing because it is inevitable to me, but I am not expecting any karma phalam from these karmas. This is first meaning of karmas offered to the Brahman. Second meaning is what? In this karma, everything that is involved is nothing but Brahman. That is called as Brahmani Adhaya Karmani. So I am doing these karmas not for any phalapeksha but for Antakarana Shuddhi so that I can pursue Brahman. One. Second, everything used in this karma are nothing but Brahman. This is the meaning of karmani, means all the karma sambandhi instruments, etc. Brahmani Adhaya, putting them in Brahman, saying that they are Brahman because it is so. So, Brahmani Adhaya Vang Manakayadinam Karmani Shautasmartani Krutva. So, we are not running away from the world of duties, responsibility. We are doing them. But that's not our goal. Our goal is Paramatma. Therefore, Brahmani Adhaya. So, how much we have understood this sentence that the Shrauta Smarta karma have to be done as well as they have to be done with the Kaya Vacha Mansa and they are done offering it to the Brahman. So, Brahman is my goal, none of the outer world is goal, yet because of obligations or purification process, I have to do this Shrauta Smarta karma through Kaya Vacha Manasa. And then all the things that are involved in doing these things are nothing but Brahman. So if I am doing the yajna, the Agni is Brahman. All the Panditjis, Shrota, or Drashtas who are seated, they are also Brahman. Entire offerable Navadhanyas or Ghratam or even that Charud or Purodasham, Samidhaye, all of that is Brahman only. And the Surku Suruva with which I am offering will be Brahman. And the hand is also Brahman. The individual in me who is doing that also is Brahman. That's called as Brahmani Adhaya. See that intelligence. You can't avoid the work, but you should not miss the sadhana. Therefore, in the work, everything involved is practiced as it is Brahman only. And the goal is maintained as Brahman. So, this way, always Brahma Anusandhana is happening. So, you have to cook food at home because you have to feed the family. So, here also you can have that Brahma Bhavana, that all that is Brahman. So, you are not missing the Brahman and not allowing the Jagat to specially enter into us with its impressions of names and forms. Same thing is practiced in the devotional language by uttering the name of their Ishtadeva. like in many ashramas where they practice Ram Bhakti, all the time they say Ram, 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 Ram. Dal Ram, Roti Ram, Chawal Ram. You have seen all that. So they are not missing their Rama or they are not missing their Krishna. We should not miss our Brahman. That is the meaning of Brahmanyadam Shrota Smartha Lakshanam Karma Krutva. Second thing, actively, dynamically. Third one, Vishuddha Sattva. The result of all this doing is found in the purity of the Antakarana. That is Ekagra Bhumika in Yoga Bhasha. In our Vedanta Bhasha, Vishuddha Sattva is Ekagra behaves me. Purity also it is there. Sukshmata also is there in it and it is full of energy. So, Ekagrata, Shuddhata, Sukshmata, Antarmukhata, Shakti Yukta. That is how our inner Sattva Antakarana should be made. It's called Vishuddha Sattva. Third one. Fourth one now, Yoga Arudaha Bhutva. Yoga Arudaha. In a very layman's language, like the Ashwarudaha, a person, that destination he wants to go, and the Ashwa is the one to take him. So he has mounted the Ashwa. Steadily he is there. He is not jumping out of that Ashwa. Controlling that Ghoda is reaching the destination. Same way, we have to become Yoga Aruda. So Brahma Yoga is our Lakshya. Aruda in that means always remembering and doing Chintana about Brahma Tattva only. Not slipping from it. ना घोड़े से गिर जाओ तो बहुत बड़ा चोट होता है. इसी तरह we are in the mounted the steed of yoga. Yoga is the ghoda here. Arudaha, we have mounted it. We have climbed on it. So steadily take that horse of yoga further. Like that, Ashwaruda takes the Ashwa. The three things that are used in Gita to explain Yoga Aruda Sthiti in 6th chapter are Yadahi na indriyartheshu na karmasu anushajyate. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Yoga Aruda tada uchyate. So na indriya artheshu anushajyate. Shabda sparsha rupa rasagandha are the artha of the indriyas. Na anushajyate is not at all associated, identified with them or desiring them. Indriya artheshu anushajyate. Then na karmasu anushajyate. Because indriya arthas we are not desiring, therefore there is no attachment to the karma which give us either those indriya artha vastus or the indulgence in them. So no karma. And therefore, third one is, what is that which was giving the desire to the indriyas and karma to the karma indriya? Sankalpa. Therefore, sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Sankalpa regarding the worldliness. So मन के स्तर पर सारे संकल्प को छोड़ना. इंद्रियों के स्तर पर इंद्रिया are not going to the objects of the world. Body, karma indriyas are also intact. They are not needed to do any karma because outer thing is not sought. These three things put together is called Yoga Aruda Sthiti in Gita. यदा हि न इन्द्रियार्थेषु अनुषज्यते न कर्मसु अनुषज्यते सर्वसंकल्प सन्यासी भवेत् तदा योगारूढ़ उच्यते. Then do the yoga sadhana now of inner antarmathana, antarchintana. That is called as traveling in that goda of yoga. Don't jump out of it till the destination is reached. So fourth one is this. Third is Vishuddha Sattvaha. Fourth is Yoga Arudaha. First one is Bahya Vishya Parityagaha. Second one is Shrauta Smartha Karma Krutva. Kaya Vacha Manasa Brahmani Adhaya. Four sadhanas are told. Fifth one, Shamadhi Sadhana Sampannaha. Yoga Aruna ke baad bhi we have to ensure that these Shamadhi Shatka Sampada, even Chatushtaya, Sadhana Chatushtaya, they are fully with us. Viveka 100%, Vairagya 100%, Mumukshita 100%. So 1 to 4. Third one is Shamadhi Shatka Sampada. That is to be with us. Shama, Damano Nigraha, Damaha, Chaksuradi Bahya Indriya Nigraha, Uparatehi, Swadharmanushtanameva, Titiksha, Sahanam Sarvadukhanam Ityadi, Shraddha, शास्त्रस्य गुरुवाक्यस्य सत्यबुद्ध्या धारणा समाधानं सर्वथा ब्रह्मणि स्थापनं शुद्धे बुद्धे is samadhana. We have seen all these definitions. They come in the evening class when we start studying विवेक चूड़ामणि. थोड़े समय के बाद लगेगा 3-4 महीने. Lot of texts we have to cover before that. So again remember, बाह्य विषयासक्ति छोड़ दी. Second, ब्रह्मणादाय all shauta smarta karma with kaya vacha manasa we are doing. We are ensuring it in the attainment of antakarana shuddhi. We have mounted the seed of yoga. Then we have practiced shamadama, uparama, titiksha, shraddha, samadhanam. All this sadhana chatushtaya sampada. With all this preparation, now this person who is now yoga aruda should do yoga sadhana. What is yoga sadhana? From Bhagavad Gita, 6 chapters, help. Taking help from it, Sri Shankara Bhagavan is teaching us. One mantra, two mantra, कितने हैं भाई? 1, 2, 3, 4 मंत्र there. One by one we'll see. First, yoga rudha bhutva samadhi sadhana sampannaha. Now, yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitah ekakiyata chittatma nirashira parigrahah evam yunjan sadatmanam yogi vigata kalmashah सुखेन ब्रह्म संस्पर्शम अत्यंतं सुखमश्नुते सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा सर्वत्र समदर्शनः समं पश्यन् हि सर्वत्र समवस्थितमीश्वरं न हि नस्त्यात्मनात्मानं ततो याति पराङ्गतिम्. It is Smritehe. 4 slokas quoted to indicate to us to do the sadhana after the first 5 things are achieved. First, yogi. क्या करना चाहिए? Yunjita. He should yoke himself to Satatam without break. Tatam means Vyapnoti. Tati means Vyapti. Santati. So Satata means unbroken stream continuously. It's called Satatam all the time. Yogi Yunjita Satatam. So with what he should have the Yunjanam, the contact with Atmanam, the inner own self who is there in the cave of his own heart. So therefore a good definition of yogi on the day of Deepavali we are getting. So the one who is Atmanam Satatam Yunjita, he is called yogi. The one who is not yoking to, tuning to the inner Atman, he is not a yogi. Then he is anybody. You can call him bhogi or samsari or bahirmukha or nastika or asadhaka. Shabd aap jo chahiye aap le lo. But if one is yogi, yunjita satatam atmanam. Always he is in the yoking of his own efforts towards the discovery of the inner Atman. And how you have to do it? Public mein karna hai? No, rahasya sthita. In the rahasya sthana you have to do, not in the public. In the public, if you are there, we are disturbed by their presence. And they also make sounds and disturb us. हम खुद ही अवेयरनेस के कारण डिस्टर्ब होते हैं उनके अवेयरनेस. They themselves can disturb us. So why that headache? Never go to the rahasi. That rahasi has 2 meanings. One is rahasya pradesha of some caves or jungle. Nobody knows that. If you can't achieve it, that's the replacement of it is what? Instead of rahasya desha, it can be rahasya kala. That morning 4 to 5, 5:30. Do this and sleep like others early. फिर से 6:30 को उठो जो करना है. So rahasya sthala is important. If you are not able to get it, rahasya kala. So rahasi sthitaha yogi satatam atmanam yunjita. The yogi who is in rahasi sthita, secluded place, all the time he should yoke his thoughts towards this inner self, the Atma only. After the above 5 qualifications are gained. And while doing this, I am to doing it in Rahasya Sthiti, but I have taken my 5 friends also with me, children also, pet dog also like Bharatji. He was having pet deer. No, 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 ekaki, all alone, Rahasya Sthala. At that time, yata chitta yata atma. The mind is fully controlled, yata atma means body. Body is also kept controlled steady. The mind also quietened, kept and quietened. Then nirashi. He has no asha of any sukha bhoga of your future. Nirashi. Then, yes, nirashi, then aparigraha. He has no hold on to any of the possessions as his. ये पूरा शाश्वत रूप से होना है. At least at the time of meditation, we have to prepare ourselves with these thoughts. Yogi सततम युंजीत आत्मानम युंजीत रहस्य युंजीत एकाकी यत चित्त यत आत्मा निराशी then aparigraha. One by one word, we all know the meaning of it, therefore we are not elaborating. Anyway, we started Gita, 6th chapter, हम पहुंचेंगे 2-4 महीने में, we can again see. तो रहस्य स्थितः योगी सततम आत्मानं युंजीत एकाकी यत चित्त यत आत्मा. Let the body be brought into control. Chitta also is brought into control. Then what? He says, Evam Yunjan. In Gita it is Yunjan Evam. Evam Yunjan Sada Atmanam. In that way, all the time when we are tuned our own inner self, yogi, Vigata Kalmashaha. The Kalmashas of vasanas or the mohas or the ajnana, they will go away. Vigata Kalmashaha. Then Sukhena. After that, Sukhena means easily, effortlessly. Sukhena means giving us the Sukha. What will happen? Brahma samsparsham. Atyanta sukham ashnute. Atyanta means antamatitya. Endless. The endless Sukha of the Brahman you will obtain having the Brahma samsparsha. Means the ocean, river merging in ocean. So having attained and Brahma sparsha, which is Atyanta Sukha, he will be ashnute. So this is how the meditation has to be done. Yet the result of it, he reaches the Brahma Tattva. And how it is like? Sarva bhutastham atmanam sarva bhutani cha atmani ikshate yoga yukta atma. The one who has through yoga realized the self. How is he realize the self? Sarva bhutastham atmanam. The substratum, the self, which is there in any being, right from Brahma Deva up to the Chiti. Sarva bhutastham atma. Then Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani, in that self, the Brahman only, all names and forms that are hanging, suspended, like the gas filled balloons when you send them up, how they get suspended in the sky. In the same way, in me, the pure self, all the world of names and forms are suspended. See, everything is suspended in Akash, but not touched by Akash. Or Akash ko disturb nahi karte. In the same way, he will realize everything is in him without himself touched by them. That's the meaning of these two things. Sarva bhutastham atmanam, self who is there in everybody. Sarva bhutani cha atmani, all beings in oneself. Ikshate, he sees. He is called as now Yoga Yukta Atma. And for him, when he has come out of that dhyana sthiti, in the vyuttana sthiti, sarvatra samadarshanaha. Everywhere, he will see that sama parabrahma only. You know, he will do vyavahara. He will use the upas, these. He will contact the outer world, but none of them will be other than Brahman. Like in a TV screen, you will see the gross objects, other vehicles are there, but none of the, all of them are nothing but screen of the TV. सबको देख रहे हैं हम, लेकिन सब टीवी का स्क्रीन है. So too, whole world is seen, multiplicity, all actions are done, but none of them are taken as other than Brahman. They are all Brahma only. That is called Samadarshanata. Little subtler it is to catch. Okay. In this way, when one does, Samam Pashane Sarvatra Samavastitam Ishwaram. That Ishvara who is homogeneously permeating everything as existence, etc., the one who is able to discover that as his own self. Na hinasti atmana atmanam, is no more the destroyer of himself by himself. The sentence this one employed here is not for the sadhaka jnani, but actually it is for the samsari. What is it says is, such one, when he is seeing that self which is all pervading and in whom the whole world is there, he will not destroy himself, is what? The one who is not realizing this inner self, that person is destroying himself. He is doing hinasti atmana. This person na hinasti. He will not destroy his atman. So nahi nasti atmana atmanam tadaha. When that's continued, yati param gatim, his gamana concludes in his merger and identification with that sarvavyapaka substratum, the Brahman. This is how the four shlokas give us a complete picture of sadhana. Before that, the five preparations. Now, how much clear we are in the understanding of each of them, committed how much we are, how much time we are able to do it, how much deeply we are able to do. All of that determines our understanding, our inner evolution of experience. Then, now, in the 12th mantra, the Brahma Jnana Avashyakata is told because that alone is the giver of moksha. Then in the 13, 14 hours, etc., Pranama Upasana will be taught to us. Wonderful mantras. So, though we can talk 2, 3 more days, but here on the Bhavali day, we announce that the 11th mantra we have studied. In the 11th mantra, the Mukhya mantra's artha, that there are two parts of Krama Sadhyo that has been detailedly explained by Bhashyakara with quotes from Puranas, Upanishads. Then when somebody asks, sir, now I understood that I have to achieve the Sadhya Mukti, please indicate my sadhanas. He concluded Bhashya, this beautiful 5 sadhanas and the 4 shloka sadhanas. Bahya Vishya Parityagena, Brahmanyadhaya, Shrauta Smartha, Kayika Vachika Manasika Karma Krutva, Vishuddha Sattvaha, Yoga Rudaha, Samadhi Sadhana Sampanna. 5 done. Then such yogi Atmanam Yunjita, Sattattam Atmanam Yunjita, Rahasi Stitaha, Ekaki Yata Chittatma, Nirashihi, Aparigraha. Evam Yunjan Sada Atmanam, Yogi Vigata Kalmashaha. All kalmashas, abstractions go away. Sukhena. Sukha giving or Sukha Rupena. Brahma Samsparsham. He will touch the Brahman and enter into that. Atyantam Sukham Ashnute. Antamatitya. Because Brahman is infinite, it is blissful. That bliss becomes ours. And the result of all this in the Vyavahara is Sarva Bhutastam Sarvabhutancha Atmanikshate. He is called Yoga Yuktatma. And he sees in everything Samadarshanaha, truth and Brahman and reality alone. That is why Samam Pashyani Sarvatra Samavasthitam Ishwaram Nahinasti Atmanatmana. Only by realizing the self which is all pervading, that one is not destroying oneself. If one is not pursuing it, knowing the self, he is destroying himself. And the one who is not destroying, he will Nahinasti Atmanatmanam Tataha Yati Paramagati. He will reach that Paramagati of Paramatmanam. May our contemplation on these things with more and more love and interest give us a clear understanding. Let that understanding give us inspiration. Let that inspiration make us do actually to be done inner and outer sadhanas. Thus, let us make our life the full of Deepavali every day through remembering the God as goal, through doing the due sadhanas. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachite Purnasya Purnamada Purnamivavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paravrshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Join for Gita.